Hi there. You can find JavaScript pretty much everywhere from the web, mobile development, AI to game development and whatnot. With such huge domination, it is extremely important to not just learn JavaScript but master it. In this video, I'm going to show you the complete path to the JavaScript mastery from the complete beginning. So without any delay, let's begin. So here's the part that I've created for you. Now let me just click this roadmap, and as you can see, this is a pretty big roadmap. So we have some basics, intermediate level concepts, advanced, and some bonuses as well. So we'll go through one by one concepts, and then we'll see that what are the concepts that you must learn in order to master JavaScript and excel in your career. So the first thing is basics. So in basics, you need to learn concepts like variables, var, let, and const, and you have these expressions and operators where you need to learn things like assignment, logical, arithmetic, and equality comparisons, etc. Then you need to learn about data types in JavaScript where you have string, boolean, number, etc. Then what you have is you need to learn about scope and hoisting. So scope is a concept that you find pretty much in every language. So similar type of concepts you're going to see in JavaScript as well. But hoisting is a new concept. You won't see much in other languages. It is a JavaScript specific concept. So you must need to learn it. And you have things like control flow where if, else, switch, break, and continue. And now we have basics too, where you need to learn some of the data structures like weak map, array and its method, string and its method, set, weak set, etc. And you have typecasting where you need to learn about type coercion, means how can you convert the type or how the JavaScript types gets converted, and you have implicit and explicit typecasting as well. And then you need to learn definitely about loop, function, and its type. And in JavaScript, you have some of the pretty handy inbuilt higher order functions like map, filter, reduce, for each, etc. So these are the functions or methods that we use quite often in case of JavaScript. So make sure you learn this. These are pretty important. And well, if you want to become a good developer or good web developer, then DOM is extremely important. So you need to learn the concepts like what is DOM and how to manipulate DOM. So if you want to become a really good web developer, especially a front-end developer, then you cannot ignore these concepts. You should learn it well. And then you need to learn the concepts like event listener and event handling, like click event, change event, etc., and how to handle those events. So these are the basics. And once you are done with this basics 01 and basics 02 concepts, I recommend you to at least build 5 small JavaScript projects so that you can get that confident, right? And then after that, what you need to do is you need to move towards the intermediate section. But always remember, before you move towards the intermediate section, make sure you build this 5 basics projects in order to gain that confidence. And if you're not sure whether you can build it alone or not, then watch those YouTube tutorials and build these basics projects, at least 5, so that you can get good confidence. And then slowly you can move towards the intermediary concepts where you need to learn about modules in JavaScript. You have CommonJS modules, ECMAScript modules, so you need to learn it. And then you can learn how to debug using the Chrome developer tools. Like as you can see, you can come here, right click, or you can click F12 and then your console gets open. So this is your Chrome developer tool, right? So you have got different tabs here like element, console, sources, network. So you need to learn how to use this tool and debug your code. It is extremely important if you really want to become a good JavaScript developer. Debugging is a must. You cannot skip it. And then you need to learn concepts like call, apply, and bind. This keyword is another important concept in JavaScript, and this is something which most of the developer get confused with. So it takes time learning such concepts. So you need to learn about execution context as well. Then you have things like event loop, etc. So these are the concepts that get quite asked in your interview as well. So if you want to nail your interview, if you're looking forward to give your JavaScript interview, then make sure these are the concepts that you are absolutely clear with. And then you need to learn asynchronous JavaScript, where you need to learn concepts like again event loop, promises like async and await, callback function, what is callback hell, etc. And we have other functions like set timeout, set interval, etc. And once you're done with this, you need to learn how to work with the API. Well, if you're working in the front end development, then well, you are going to get some API. You need to consume that API and need to build something out of it, right? You need to get that API, you need to get that data from the API, and you need to paint those data on the web page. That means you need to learn how to work with the API. So for that, you need to learn things like fetch, or you can have other libraries like Axios and all. So you can learn this as well. And then once you're done with this, I recommend you to build some projects, some intermediate level projects. Like you need to build 4 to 5 intermediate projects, like with the skills that you have acquired from the basics and intermediate sections. And again, if you're not sure what kind of projects to build, then you can also watch YouTube tutorials, or you can buy a Udemy course and you can build that project as well. But building project is extremely important. Just learning the concept is not going to help you. You need to open your laptop and start writing code in order to get really with coding. And then once your intermediate is done, then you can move towards learning the advanced concept. So in advance, we have different topics to learn. Like you need to learn about module bundlers like Webpack and compiler like Babel. So if you're looking forward to grow as a senior developer, then you need to learn these concepts like Webpack, how to bundle your file, how to optimize your code so that you can decrease the load time of your website. These are extremely important thing if you want to get into that senior web development track. And you need to nail these concepts like functional programming. You need to get with good with object oriented programming concepts like class, polymorphism, inheritance, encapsulations, abstractions, etc. And then make sure that you understood the basics of regex as well. So regex is something that you are going to use if you're working as a front-end developer, like for validating your form and many other things. Regex is quite handy. So make sure that you understand the basics of regex. You don't need to master regex. Basically, regex is not even a part of JavaScript, but I have included here because if you're working as a front-end developer, then you are going to use it. And it is quite difficult to understand if you're starting it out. So make sure you just understand the basics. You don't need to become absolutely pro when it comes to regex. Just understand the basics and you are going to do fine. Then you have other concepts like higher order functions, closures. So these are the favorite questions of interviewer. Again, if you're sitting for interview, then make sure these concepts are clear. Know what is closures, higher order functions, prototypal inheritance, etc. And then for debugging purposes, you need to learn how to handle error like using try-catch block, etc. And then once you're done with these concepts, then again build projects. Build at least 3 to 4 big projects like e-commerce, blogging web app, music player, etc. And not only that, you just don't stay there. Take this project more further by adding additional features like payment gateway integrations, etc. And then once you're done with this, you're pretty much a good JavaScript developer. Then you can move towards learning the more advanced concepts. Like here I've included in the bonus section for you. Like you can learn library or framework like React, Angular, or Vue. And if you ask me, I would suggest to choose React because it has got a large community, great ecosystem with different tools, and React is in high demand. So most of the jobs are opening for React. So I would suggest you to go with React, but if you want to go with Angular and Vue, then that is also absolutely fine. Then other thing is you can use learn front end tooling like Vite. And then after that, once you're done with this roadmap, then well, actually you can start applying for jobs as well. And when you are applying for the job for the first time, make sure that rejection is a part of the process. Nobody is perfect for the first time. So you might be rejected for your first or second interview. But if you keep at it, if you keep on applying and improving yourself, then you are going to eventually land your first job as a JavaScript developer. So, alright guys, this was a very short video which covers the complete part to JavaScript mastery. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to learn more about web development and stay updated with the latest trends. And don't forget to hit that like button and share the video.